Basic counseling skills. It has long been established that counseling is a daunting and complex process. It is therefore paramount that basic counseling skills are required to have effective and successful counseling sessions. Examples of these skills are minimal responses, paraphrasing, reflective comments, questioning, clarification, silence, body language, summarizing, and evaluation. Even though these skills are well integrated in the entire course, the author has exemplified them briefly below. In most counseling situation, a counselor should know how to use the minimal responses as technique to encourage the client to open up more and as an indication that the counselor is actively listening. While the examples of minimal responses are many to single out, the most common ones are yes, oh, really, and, so, yeah, and many others. Paraphrasing is simply to restate what the client has said in order to make sure the counselor understood the issue/issues correctly. At times, the counselor would need to confirm from the client the meaning of what was said in order to have the mutual understanding on the issue. It is important to note however that paraphrasing can be categorized into simple paraphrasing and advanced paraphrasing. The meaning of the latter is that, in simple paraphrasing, the counselor restates what the client has said by using the same exact words. Meanwhile, advanced paraphrasing means that the counselor uses different words than what the client has used with the same meaning. The main purpose with paraphrasing is simply to confirm to whether the counselor got the client correctly and what he or she meant. It is the search for meaning and mutual understanding between the counselor and the client. In addition to paraphrasing, the counselor may also use what is known as reflective comments during counseling process to ensure that information shared with the client are clear and accurate. Amos notes that reflection is a skill that helps regulate the pace of the session as it allows both client and counselor to think back over what has been said previously and to consider any impact that it has on the present issue. A good counselor is one who knows how to ask questions and the type of questions during counseling process. The types of questions that are commonly useful to counseling process are open-ended questions and hypothetical questions. Also important but not commonly useful are closed-ended questions, why questions, leading questions, and either/or questions. In most counseling situations, the counselor would need to make use of clarification skills when the client's information are vague, confusing, and incomplete. It is therefore very important that the counselor may ask the client to clarify certain information during the session. The counselor needs to practice listening to the client's silences in order to try and find out what the reason for the silences are. In order for a counselor and therapist to be effective and successful, he or she should be able to understand the client's body language. The examples of body language are as follows: body posture, body movement, facial expressions, eye contact, voice, general appearance, advanced empathy, and distance. Importantly, the counselor needs to be a good listener to be able to get the whole picture of the client's situation at hand. The summarizing skill enables the counselor to focus on the main points of a session. Evaluation is believed to come near the end of the counseling relationship when the counselor encourages the client to reflect back over a change or development that has occurred and assess its value in the context of their life.